Just last week you called me. The way you're talking is driving me insane. Hello. Just last week you called me. The way you're talking is driving me insane. Hello. Hello. Even if we're hanging by a thread, what you said is spinning in my head, I just wanna pull you closer in this bed, take me back into your arms, and I'll never let you down. Let you, even if we're hanging by a thread, what you said is spinning in my head, I just wanna pull you closer in this bed, take me back into your arms, and I'll never let you down. Let you, even if we're hanging by a thread, what you said is spinning in my head, I wanna pull you closer in this, let you, even if we're hanging by a thread, what you said is spinning in my head, I wanna pull you closer in this, let you,
Happy Sunday, traders. Welcome to episode 86 of TA with me, Mitch Ray. You could be doing anything, but you choose to hang out with me and do technical analysis. For that, I'm quite grateful. Epic evening last night. I had not taken off a night stream really in a long time now. The 24-hour streak. 24, streaming once. Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
Seth tipped $25. Someone bought and is loaded shorts futures at the same time BTC pumped overnight. My best guess is an institution is going mega long BTC and wanted a proper hedge. This all feels different than anything we've seen in 2018. I think bear season over for real.
Yeah, it's really weird. How all that, and there we go, of course. God, I swear I can't catch a break on the timing of deliveries and stuff. So I've got like a delivery coming that will be here in like, I don't know, 15 to 30 minutes or less. So like if I have to BRB, it'll only be a second. I'll just hit the BRB thing and we'll get on with it. But yeah, really weird how we're continuing marching up, but huge demand has come in for shorts after devastating breakdown and after hitting 7.8 on the RSI, an all-time record for the Bitcoin shorts chart. So yeah, very peculiar kind of, it's not a correlation, it's just kind of how it's spiking. But here's the thing, maybe it's because everyone has learned how to read oscillators, right? Maybe everyone now understands proper retrace. Okay, of course, you know, it's all theoretical, right? But yeah, above the 50% retrace. That was the big one, the 7,200 mark. Now we're well above it. We've been messing with 7,300 today, and the issue at hand, I think, is you know, we're making higher highs than our previous highs, much higher highs, and significantly lower levels of positive momentum on both oscillators. Now you have triple RSI bearish divergence, right? High, higher high in the short term with lower levels of relative strength. So the volume sucks so bad. If someone wanted to, truly, they could destroy this thing. They could knock this thing down hundreds of dollars if they wanted to, with the way it's just been floating on up on just substandard volume. Okay, and remember, don't get too euphoric because it's the weekend. We're pumping on the weekend. Okay, pumping on the weekend with bearish divergence and breaking out of a fib channel on low volume. You got to be skeptical. And then you look at the shorts chart and it's like people are piling up on those shorts. So
Seth tipped $25. I'm almost positive this is one person or group, too much too fast. And the latest pump happened at exact same time. I think it's a hedge from someone going long.
It very well could be. Seth, man, dude, thanks for the 50 freaking dollars in a 12-minute period. I can't even believe it, dude. Thank you. Like, seriously. Freaking love you, man. Day in, day out. The, just what you're doing for me, it's changing my life, man, as well as everyone else in this chat right now, okay? And just everyone in this community that we've been building for 6 months, okay? I freaking love y'all. Couldn't do without you. And thanks, man, again. And that's a very real possibility. Someone might be going long, but, you know, just based on the TA, without, you know, any kind of theory and stuff, we just know that the 4-hour is telling us we've got some pretty serious impending price action reversal coming. And here's the thing, right? Say we break down, to the extent of how far we fall is unknown always. So yeah, we're you know, I think we're also in a wedge too, of course. You know, think about it like this. If we use this trend line up here and then we just do something like that, I mean, that's still a wedge. So, you know, what if we fall to the bottom of the wedge? You know, what if that's all it is? So, you know, there's a lot of things to think about, but just understand, I think in the very shortest of short terms, we will break down first before, if that is the case, Seth. I think we would break down before breaking to the upside if we did, right? So I think that's just what's coming up next, and that's what this show is all about, right? Just trying to figure out and make sense of what's to come next. What's the next step? Not the, oh, in 6 months we're going to be screwed. We're going to 4K. Great call on that, right? Because now no one thinks that we're going to 4K, right? Not even the person who said we were going to 4K thinks that. Based on nothing. Like that call just didn't make any sense. It's like, just stop trying to predict the future so much and just try to keep it more short term, and everything else will work out, right? So, because the longer the time period, the less accurate we're going to be on our calls, right? Because there's too many variables. Time is the variable that.
I'm not allowed to open a short without getting so much attention. Jesus, Neo/USD, please.
Hey, Donald Trump, man, thanks for the $3.55 of Jesus, man. Thanks, dude. Yeah, we'll look at Neo first. But, you know, it's just fun talking about Bitcoin and what's been happening with it and the short move. You know, it was kind of nothing like that, but you expected a break to the upside at some point. 7.8 on the RSI, y'all. That is insane. So something had to give with that low relative strength, that record-breaking RSI. So, here we go. You know, we're continuing to move up in prices while the shorts pile on, maybe just to take advantage of a short-term trade with the bearish divergence they're seeing on the 4-hour with the scrubby volume on a breakout, right? So we'll see. Definitely we'll see. That's why we're here 7 days a week. That's right, 7 freaking days. Non-stop coverage of Bitcoin and all The S coins. What? Don't call them S coins, man. All right. Let me just take a look at chat. It's pretty light today, so it's all good. Thanks so much for the 68 people tuned in between Twitch and YouTube. Appreciate y'all. What's up, Seth Man, Michael Apoya, Sleepy Cat, Paris. What's up, Jason Feller, the Miami Jesus Man. What's up, Dan from Iowa? Coffee for Crypto. Coffee for Crypto. If you want the best coffee, boom. Just posted the link right there. That's some freaking insane coffee, okay? So good. I have not had it yet with creamer, and creamer's kind of my thing for coffee. So that's part of the delivery that's coming. So I can't wait to test your coffee with that half and half. So thanks for being here, Chris Irwin, man. What's up, Rob N? Jason Huffine, man. What's up to you? Oh my gosh, it's the Beeswaxers. Thanks for being here, y'all. The Korean dollar or whatever, yeah.
Seth tip $25. One more crazy thing. Check out BTC/KRW on Bithom and check out the routine hourly volume at 10 p.m. EST last 6 days.
The volume. Hey, Seth, man. Dude, freaking love you, man. Thank you so much, dude, for the, oh, yeah, that is crazy. What? Dude, that's insanity. Look at... Besides this down here, I don't know. I mean, it's choppy a little bit. That's... Besides this chop, it's kind of, it started rounding out a little bit. Changed momentum for sure. Golden cross in the 4 hour. You look at it differently, but remember, the impulse down is the important thing to take from this. This is very important. You can't ignore huge impulses down like that. But something that you also can't ignore, and then it's like, well, what's the point of TA then, right? You're making a higher low than your previous low, significantly. That's awesome. It's very, very good to see that. So remember, when we do our fib channels, you know, whatever is relative, if you have the impulse down, you kind of want to start your fib channels right at the top after a downtrend, and then right at the bottom after an uptrend, okay? So we could just do touch point, the wick, and then this, and then, yeah, clear breakout, right? A little bump and run action going on. So, you know, not much different on this chart, except I think we're a little bit more... We're a lot more further out, it seems. Yeah, dude.
Look at the crazy volume, though.
Yeah, the volume's insane. It really is a lot, and I don't know how many transactions occur per day on average, but it's extremely high. I don't know who that is or what that is. It might be a literal alien, Seth. It could literally be Vet Moonboy or something. Okay, I'm not sure. Why is this thing here? So annoying. Okay, dude, thanks for 10 bucks, man. Jeez, man. I don't even know what to tell you, dude. I'm just so freaking grateful for you, man. Thank you, dude. Thanks, man. So I think it was this wick, maybe. I don't know. We're messing around here, so it can't be that wick, right? If we're to, I mean, it probably is that wick. We're just breaking out of it bullishly. So even here, like even with that touch point, it doesn't matter what way we look at it, we're still breaking out on the Korean chart, right? Out, no matter what wick it is, right? You would have to do something like this. And it, see, you'd have to like, it doesn't even make sense. You're breaking out no matter what way you look at this, okay? So we try to draw a wedge. Excuse me. Yeah, like you're just angling up. It's just like a breakout, a pretty clean breakout at this point. I wouldn't say clean. It's just, it's pretty freaking good, man. The volume is very high. I'm just messing with this, okay, y'all? I don't even know. I'm just... Okay, just disregarding the wick so you can see it, at least. Crap. Okay, sorry, I'm just charting this, trying to anyway. Fibonacci was probably, yeah, right above that 50%, just like, let's go swing high to swing low. Oh, we have not even reached the 50% retrace yet if you do it from this swing high up here, which is right. And my delivery is here, it seems. So I might have to just say BRB for like, 3 minutes to 5 minutes, okay? It won't take too long, all right? So, yeah, man, that's just kind of maybe what's going on. Now, here's the thing. I think we might not be breaking out if we plotted touch point 1 and 2 of this channel, but maybe so. Okay, that's like 1 and 2, and then, okay, there we go. See, that makes sense. If we do 1 and 2 on the bottom and then 1 and 2 on the top, then we're not breaking out, right? We're still in that channel, still in the midst of that channel. So, hey, man, it's crazy. It is crazy, but, just like the other charts, you're seeing some bearish divergence on the MACD, but it seems like in the shorter term, you're building positive momentum. You can see that, right? You're building it, making higher highs, higher levels of positive momentum. So this could just keep on building. We'll see. And on the RSI, ooh, just kind of double topping. So that's not really bullish. You don't really want to double top on your RSI. So one sec. Okay, sweet. This person's coming up to the door right now. So remember, if you're going to try to stalk me, I might see you coming. So Kappa, of course. All right, so I will be right back. I do apologize about this inconvenience, but it just sometimes it happens. All right, so freaking love y'all. Be right back. Okay, man.
I'm gonna waste everyone's time reading this out loud. What a waste.
Alright, I'm sorry about that. Really am. Nothing I can do about it sometimes. Just things happen, right? So, let me go to Stream Elements real quick. Somebody, seems like there's an Ethereum Classic emoji in the jar. See who that was and what the message was. And I fixed the Lumia. If you're trying to change the lights, I think it was broken or bugged out, so I had to reset it. I'm super sore. Super sore. Tipping in the dark. Gonna waste everyone's time reading this out loud. What a waste. Nice one, dude. Nice one. Oh my god. Awesome, dude. Thank you. By the way, that was Seth. That was Seth. In the dark. So, thanks, man. Freaking love you, man. So just trying to get through more chat because I haven't had any time yet to look at chat. But what's up, Jonathan Krause, man? Happy to have you. Casey Jones. B-Trail is alive, he says. Excellent. Happy to hear you are alive. Am I bullish on Bitcoin? Not in the short term. Not in the short term for now, because I understand. Now, of course, it could change, get invalidated, and I'm saying, like, I think we break down first, and we'll talk about it after we break down to the extent of the volume and everything, right? So, I'm bearish short term on Bitcoin just because of oscillators, just because of proper retraces, right? From swing high to swing low. On this chart, you're not even at the 50% retrace yet, and you got the 618 after that. So, not quite yet. Soon, though, if we can break certain levels. Alked wants Storm. Yeah, man, we'll look at Storm. Hope you're doing well, Alked, man. What's up, Mr. Kanatomo? Marcia's, hello. Hey, Kiki. Again, sorry, y'all, for just being so behind. All right. Crypto Chef, hello. Did you, man? Crypto Chef wants a vet. Of course, man. We'll look at vet to BTC for you. Okay, dude. Jason, what's up? Just streaming, man. What's up with you, dude? Bama won by way more than enough. Bama won 51 to 17, so they covered easily. Let me close my door. It's screwing with the lights. There we go. There's too much outside light that comes in and it just messes. It makes it not as cool, that lighting. So. I'm sorry to hear that, Anthony Rosano, that you have to liquidate your portfolio. What's up, Mr. Scotsman, dude? Who's you, man? No subtitles available. Get wrecked. Because they butcher it. Because it makes me sound like a crazy person if you turn on the subtitles, right? What's up, Jill B, man, on Twitch? Happy to see y'all. What's up, Kyle V? Okay, Kyle V says, a thread in Reddit today, someone moved 100,000 Bitcoins from cold storage that hasn't moved since 2014. 100 million in Tether was also recently printed. Interesting. Thanks for that info, Kyle, man. Always welcome here, okay? What's up, Danny Armada? Derek York? What's IOTA? Sure, man. Look at IOTA. Yep, more volume like crazy. Not on this exchange. My God, this is insanity. I don't know. It's like someone just entered the market for the first time. I don't know. Unless it was that 100,000 Bitcoin or something. Let's just go back to the US dollar chart. That was for Seth, though, the Jesus man. Thanks for bringing that up, man, Seth. That brings a lot of value to the show and everything. I'm sure people will definitely, a lot of the viewers were interested to see that. So thanks, Seth, man. The Jesus man. What's up, Julia, the Jesus lady? Let's go ahead and pause the music and just play our respective Jesus chimes for all the Jesus people in here. Many of y'all. Inverse moment of silence. The Jesus peoples. Okay. Roger Beer.
Guys, why is everyone pronouncing my name Roger Veer? It's Bear, not Veer. BTC 12 hours looks more bullish than 4 hours for some reason. Thoughts?
Hey, Roger Beer. Now I'm just going to call you Roger Beer from now on. Like I always called you Roger Ver, but from now on, dude, it's just Roger Beer. It has now become a meme that easily. Wow. Good job, man. on memeing yourself. That's how you get memed. Don't bring attention to something that you don't want to turn into a meme, because it will turn into a meme easily. Here's our 12-hour. I don't know, man. We're making higher highs on price and lower levels of volume every time, right? So that's the first thing. Without the oscillators, just looking at that, that's not really good. You normally want to be making higher levels of volume every time you make a high. We're not doing that right now. So that's one thing, but maybe it's different on the MACD, RSI. Oh, RSI looks great. RSI is awesome, but you're just right around that, 69. You're very close to being overbought, which is fine. You can stay overbought for an extended amount of time, but you're fine. You're healthy on the RSI, not showing any kind of divergence. Okay. And then on your 12-hour MACD, you're showing that bearish divergence again, right? Showing it again. So even on the 12-hour chart, we're showing bearish divergence, and we're still bearish divergence at a critical area of resistance, right? The top of the channel that we've been in and been respecting very well, right? So, I want to still be careful. But yeah, it looks a little better just because your RSI is not showing bearish divergence. Like on the 4-hour, both oscillators are showing it, and just you're only showing it on the MACD and the 12-hour. But that's testament. That's a big deal when you got a significant time scale like the 12-hour showing bearish divergence. And then you got smaller time scales doing the same thing. So that might not be good. And that's why I'm saying, just short term, I might be bearish just for a breakdown. Look, we had a breakdown here. Okay. So that's the way I feel still. So looking at this chart on the 12-hour, Roger Beer, still slightly bearish just because of a couple reasons, right? But it's good we broke the 7,200 mark. It's awesome. Maybe we could just keep on floating up and maybe eventually hit the 7,500 mark. But it would be insane if on volume, crazy levels of volume, a huge spike in green candle volume, we broke out of the channel. That'd be nuts. I'd be, very excited. We'd probably play the confetti, right? We'd probably have confetti going, crack a beer or something, all right? So let's go to Ethereum. I'm not even done with chat, but we're just going to keep it rolling. I'm going to keep it balanced throughout, all right? So here's your short term for Ethereum with this triangle. We broke out of the triangle, made a higher high than our previous high. And we had that, the railroad tracks, right? The reversal, the projection.
Can you feel it?
Oh, yeah. Oh, thanks for the Verge, man. I can feel it. 69. Thanks, 69 RSI, for the $6.90 or the 690 pennies. Thanks, dude. Did man. At some point, we'll be working on a Verge emoji ball. I don't know what we'll do with it to make it kind of seductive in the jar, but we'll figure something out. It just kind of looks scrubby right now. It's just their logos. Just, wow, man. Where did they put all their money? Like, they didn't put it into their branding, did they? Oh, here. Okay, dude, we're going to get like a blue or teal triangle, and then we're going to put a white triangle behind it. Brilliant. That's them. Okay, that's Verge. Anyway, so yeah, you broke out on elevated levels of volume, which is nice, and you came back. Pretty much, it looks like you back tested. It doesn't seem like you actually touched it, but you did use that 50% retrace from a swing high to swing low, that fib node, as a support, and now you're attempting to rally right now, but you had that bearish divergence, and you broke down. You had your bearish divergence, and you broke down. So maybe that's to the extent of how low we go. Maybe we don't break down anymore. We might. But again, the volume right now sucks. So we'll see, man. Either way, though you broke out of the triangle, you're still within the parameters of a nice upward sloping channel, which, if you zoom out, you can clearly see that nothing bullish about this chart. Nothing at all. Nothing bullish. And again, the 1272 fib extension, if we break to the downside, I think 227.91 would be a decent support if we broke out to the downside. Okay, so that's it, man. You're showing the bearish divergence, and you started breaking down. But you haven't fallen that far. You made a higher low than your previous low. That's good. Cool. Let's go to Ripple, knock it out. Okay, so, hey, remember us making our adjustment because it made sense to make our adjustment? Look what happened. We ran up, reversed our price action after failing at that downward sloping trend line. Go figure. Go figure. But how powerful we are right now, you gotta be really, really happy about this, okay? Look how when we broke down, we used that 20 and 50 MA as a support. So maybe that was, right? It's not technically bearish divergence because you didn't make a higher high or double top on candle body closes. You actually made a lower close, a lower high than our previous high. So it was just more so bearish convergence. I mean, these are technically should just be white trend lines, just to not confuse people. We want to make sure people understand there's definitely criteria that make you have divergence or convergence. All right. So that's it, man. That's what's going on. You rallied, made a lower high, but now you're somehow holding this 20 and 50. But telling you, if you don't break out soon, see you down here. See you all the way down here, if not lower. All right. So it's starting to become do or die time, just based on what's happened. You know, when you have run-ups, you break down, retrace, normally do make a higher low, and then you'll rally. You always see those second rallies to see what the bulls can do, and here they failed. Made lower highs, and normally that signifies lower prices. But keep your eye on Bitcoin and others, because you know Bitcoin's going to definitely have something to say about ripple to the US dollar price action. Okay, so that helps. But outside of that channel, it extends back to 420. Got to be happy about that, despite anything. But just kind of going lateral right now after that very nice impulse up, after hitting insanely critical areas of support down around 24 cents. Crazy stuff, man. Crazy stuff. Yeah, I hope that helps. On Ripple. Whew. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, so let's do something with Neo. I want to change it up now, okay? So I've gotten the, you know, we were able to find the bottom. I'm not saying lucked out, but I'm saying like it just made too much sense to not, it wouldn't have made any sense to not go long or take a small risk position at like $13.50 or $14. That's what we did on Patreon. But working out right now, we're $22, right? And we talked about targets, and we'll talk about that sometime later, but you know, the wedge that's larger than your face, man. Yeah, you broke out of that on some pretty decent volume, but you know, you made lower lows. And so I understand how wedges work, where you don't, it's not always fairy tale ending where you break out and you run. A lot of times you break out and crap out, make lower lows, and then you move up. All right, but some people would say you just make an adjustment to the trend line of the wedge, but it just makes too much sense. Like one, it's in January, 2 touch points in February, and then touch point 3, 4, and 5, all in April and May right here. So I don't think it makes sense to move it because the pattern, we're out of it. But you could probably do something else and just say that maybe this is the way it looks, but maybe we've got something like this going on. Excuse me, just hold on a sec. All right. That looks like it's it. So touch point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on the bottom side. Touch point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, $1 billion on the bottom side, and we just broke out of it. This is the way it looked, right? Your downward sloping channel. I mean, just so much respect there, right? Just so ridiculous. And now we're out on, you know, some decent volume. So we'll see how this plays, if it can continue to rise, right? Extend this out a little bit more. Okay, that's perfect right there. So here we are, and not much time spent outside of this channel that we broke out of, it seems, right? The shorter term channel. So, I don't know, man. Like, if you got in where we said the best area value was, good. Just hold tight and see where this goes, but keep your eye on Bitcoin because Bitcoin's going to play a role in determining where NEO goes, 100%. Okay, anyway, so making bearish divergence right now on the 4-hour. High on price, higher high on price, lower levels of positive momentum. Even though it was close, no cigar. Same thing on the RSI, right? Oh crap. High on price, higher high on price, lower levels relative strength. Okay, got it. Both oscillators are doing the same thing, kind of Bitcoin is on the 4-hour, right? But we'll see, man. We just broke. We're above the 200 MA. The 20 just bullishly crossed over the 200, and a golden cross is soon approaching if we can continue this ascending price action. Right? So you just gotta be careful because we're making highs, higher highs, and lower levels of volume too. So you know, we might, and we are starting to break down already. You know, the breakdowns happen. So we'll see if we turn this into a flag or if we just crap out and fall below all 3 MAs in the heart line of this little channel and fall to the bottom again. It'll be interesting to see. Okay, so hope that helps with whoever asked for it. Sorry, I'm just like, you know, kind of dead. I had a really late night last night. Actually played IRL. Y'all know that game that y'all play every day? I played that yesterday, last night. It was pretty fun. I'm kind of paying for it today. So, all right, let's go to Storm. If you're enjoying this live stream on this Sunday afternoon here in the States, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. Really appreciate y'all, the Jesus peoples. Here's our Storm. Stormy Daniels to Bitcoin. All right, long-term downtrend. That's what's going on. Lowest lows of all time for this this coin. And you know, in the short term, it seems like the same old stuff, right? You had this, like, you know, you could just consider it probably just channel here, and there's probably a heart line within this, between the 25 and 50 on the fib channel. But either way, not really a big deal. Dude, what's it doing that everything else is doing? Not much difference, okay? Not much difference at all. Is it that surprising that all these cryptos follow each other a lot? Shows that there's probably the same amount of money playing with all of them. All the bots are programmed by, you know, a lot of the same people. So bearish convergence, you made a high, now a lower high than your previous high.
I am high as a kite right now on Ambien and I don't care what everyone thinks. I have the right of freedom, been working on my life. On a different note, do you see the BTC shorts pump with the current price chart situation as overall bearish or bullish?
Yeah, Elon Musk, I'm sorry. Well, dude, I can't believe you're high on a Sunday. The Lord's Day. I can't believe you, man. Kappa. Hey, Julia, thanks so much for the sub on Twitch. The Jesus Lady, thank you so much. Amazing. I hope that was just like I think that was a renewal of the Twitch Prime. Remember, if you sub to me via Twitch Prime over on YouTube, you have to like manually redo it every month, right? So it's the 2nd of September. So like, you know, if you want to support me still over there, you just want to renew that. But how do I feel about it? I don't know. It's really weird. You know, it just means that people, I mean, you can keep it simple. I think the people just saw, and Seth thinks it might be one person. It very well could be one or two entities or institutions that did that piled on the shorts. Because first off, we were at 7.8 on the RSI record, but then second off, if you're looking at the regular Bitcoin chart, you're showing bearish tendencies, bearish stuff. It's saying like, hey, impending price action versus the downside. So why the shorts not take advantage of that? The time is right. Bearish divergence is real. Still within the 50% and 618. So those are common retraces before you break to the downside. Okay, because the initial impulse was that 35% drop in less than a month. Right, the 8,500 to whatever we went to, 5,700, can't remember. All right. So, you know, hope that helps. Elon Musk, if you'll even remember in the morning, get wrecked. Yeah, okay. There you go, man. There's your price contraction. Very real price contraction, yes. But, you know, people, do it like this, man. Do it like that. Then it doesn't even make sense, dude. Doesn't even make... I mean, really, I guess you could do it like that. I don't know. This makes more sense, in my opinion, to disregard that stupid wick. Maybe use this. What gives you a lot of touch points, right? It gives you a little bit more room, right? It's whatever, man. I mean, look at it how you will. I like it. I just like looking at it as a channel that's upward sloping slightly after an insanely large sell-off that's been going on for months, and nothing crazy about it for me anyway. I don't see anything too crazy about it. Come on, England. The 3 Lions, thanks so much for the sub on Twitch. Twitch Prime sub. GG's, man. Thanks, dude. So, yeah, I'm still having issues. I can't still, even after a month, I can't make my Viking emoticon work. I gotta probably like call Twitch or something to figure out what's going on. It's just like not letting me save changes when I post the PNG there. I don't know, it's weird. So anyway, you know, whatever. Price contraction's real. Big move to the upside or downside's coming. I think a move to the upside would put us probably at the top of the channel. Okay, so it very well could happen, right? But let's look at the oscillators. Again, like we just said, bearish convergence, lower high than your previous high with lower levels of positive momentum. Same thing on the RSI, lower highs with lower levels of relative strength. That's just bearish stuff, okay? So we'll see, right? Got a lot of indecision going on with the oscillators. You got a lot, because you have, you know, you're making higher lows than your previous lows with lower levels of negative momentum. So it's just completely testament to the neutrality of this pattern, where the RSI and MACD aren't telling us anything. This pattern's inherently neutral, and we could break to the upside or downside. There's no telling, but, you know, unless Bitcoin does something nuts, which it very well could, you know, you would think there's a hint of bearishness to this pattern, right? Because you could say it's a bear flag or a bearish symmetrical triangle continuation pattern. All right, we'll see though. Not above the 200 MA yet, just now starting to smell it. Been a while, right? Last time we touched the 200 MA, we got destroyed, shattered. So there you go, man. That's your storm, Mockhead. Yeah, I get the triangle and all that, for sure. But if you zoom out, the triangle is very small, or very, very small pattern. All right. Let's go to Vet for Crypto Chef. Goodness, man. Freaking goodness. Okay, so let's go ahead and get rid of the... No, I mean, we don't have to. We can leave it like that. But I think we could adjust this trend line like that. So I think there's a rising wedge going on, exhaustion flag, whatever you want to call it. Using those touch points like that. Okay, so... Hold on a sec. This could continue on. This is a very steep pattern that eventually no one's going to have the ability to accumulate. That's what's happening. That's why these wedges are bearish, because when you're upward, look, you impulse up, you break down, and you just keep on running like that, you just get exhausted. Look, we've already made a lower high than our previous high. Better be careful. Better be very careful. This could be partial rise stuff. And I don't want anyone to, you know, get wrecked if they were in the trade at lower prices. Okay, so... either way, a measured move would be pretty nasty. It's a pretty wide pattern. Or pretty tall pattern, excuse me, whatever. So, you know, there you go. You got that bearish convergence, right? High on price, lower high on price, significantly lower levels of positive momentum. But then you got the bullish convergence on the bottom end, where you make a low and a higher low with lower levels of negative momentum. And you're very, very neutral on the RSI, just sitting straight at 50 with no volume. So, we'll see how this goes, man. Set up your alerts. Come on, set. We hear a beep on Vet, we might be in trouble. Alright. So that's the way I feel about Vet running out of steam and volume. Right? The volume's just tapering off every time. Like, you're just losing the volume. It's the calm before the storm. It's getting ready. Your MACD is showing indecision on both sides, right? Well, it's showing decision on both sides, but it's neutral because they're both telling you the same thing or different things. Like one's bullish, one's bearish. It's neutral on the MACD. But gotta be happy at least that we broke out of the fib channel. It's nice, but based on what I'm seeing here, we could see a breakdown at some point soon because we're losing gas, a lot of it. But I'd love to be wrong. Truly would love to be wrong, just looking at this objectively, like I have to with everything, right? So, Krivashev, I hope that helps, man. God, man, I'm trying to connect these. So, but think about it like this, and say we made a higher high than our most previous high, but still these are both lower than this. We could easily, if we wanted to, try to run on up, down. You could keep on going and stay irrational longer than people can stay solvent, for sure. It's really the same. I just want people to get that there are fractals and there are channels, and you can have fractals within channels. Okay, you can both be right. It's always good having the most amount of vision, and that's what you use your channel for. And then, if it makes sense, you would draw your pattern within the channel or whatever. All right. And then vice versa. Whew. Okay, it is time to look at some chat, okay? Because I have not been able to look at much chat today, and I do apologize. Because y'all are incredible. Y'all make this show, not me. Oh. Good God, I'm so bored. So just forgive me if I did not see what you said earlier in chat. I do apologize. What's up, Ayash? Beach Life, hello. Blockchain Bandit, happy to see ya. Mike Cicerone, man. What's up, dude? Where you been at, dude? Hey, it's Ali G, man. Come on, peeps. We're gonna do it. Respect, but man. Oh, thanks, Bradford. Yeah, we're at 707 subs now, so the next goal is 750. Can we hit 750 one day? Maybe. Maybe. What's about Alexander? Yeah, we'll put ZCL on the list again, okay, man? I know we looked at it yesterday. It must have been an auto resub. Interesting, Julia. It might not have been the Twitch Prime or something. I don't even know. It's weird, Julia. Happy to have you, Mr. Irish Mark Foster, dude. Freaking Rimlog. I don't know if you meant to do that or you did that manually or not. Thanks for the sub on Twitch. Jeez, man. Thank you, dude. And our condolences for the Beavers. I hope you saw the intro to yesterday's stream. Did that for you, man. What's up, Crypto GMA? Happy to have you on Twitch over there. What's up, Ricky Man? Just getting through here. Almost done. Hey, Crypto Kiwi Man. What's up, dude? On fire? I don't think so, man. I'm dead today. I'm like dead. Like, I'm sapped of energy. So, I apologize about that. Just, not gonna make me not stream, though. I will come back even when I don't feel well. You know, like when it just... Some days I don't come on stream, you know, but always once a day. Always. Okay, so let's look. Let me check out, make sure I got the right chart. This next one. Okay, 2 seconds. Scratching my foot. Let's go to IOTA to BTC. Someone requested that. Oh my goodness, man. Wow. You can talk about a descending triangle going on. Uh-oh. Alright, so IOTA, pretty much just look at it like from here. So you got all the touch points down here, and then you got one up here, and then we broke out of it and shot back into it, and then we just continued marching up. We broke out of a another channel, right? So we have like the fib channel that's like a larger, trend, bear trend, and then in the shorter term we had a different angle of dissension, bear trend, and then we broke out of it, and then we just had this little channel to help us see what was going on. And we broke out to the upside, and we're actually above it. So what we could do now, see what we can do. See if this is the new channel. Probably is. It's probably the new way we would envision a move up. This is the angle of ascension. So touch point 1 and 2 on the top side, and then just 1, 2 on the bottom right here. Okay, and so we're pretty much approaching that area. Just had a golden cross that occurred. Awesome. And then from a swing high to swing low, we hit the 618. That 61.8% retrace. Look how that's where we topped out at. Okay, which is a proper retrace. Perfect. That is our last common retrace. It'd be if we break to higher highs, we might be talking about something with IOTA to BTC. But for now, doing nothing out of the ordinary. All right, nothing out of the ordinary. But yeah, I know it's just like a lot of lines and stuff, but everything here makes sense. Maybe we should just have 2 different IOTA charts for the fib channel and others. All right, so that's it, man. I guess like in the shorter term, try here, man. It's starting to get funky. You got all the stuff that makes plenty of sense to me. I don't know most others, but so pretty much just like a descending triangle going on after such a nice move up, which these are bearish patterns. It's kind of like a ripple. So you got 2 reaction highs and multiple reaction lows. You got 3 reaction lows. So very valid pattern. But you are showing bullish divergence somewhat. It's on daily stuff. Forgive that. Yeah, definitely showing bullish divergence, man. So that's good. So you're making technical lower lows, and so it's weird. You've got 2 things going on in the short terms. You've got Class A bullish divergence here from this wick, or from this histogram wick to this one, and then you've got Class B bullish divergence from this wick or this candle to this candle, from this wick to this wick. So you've got Class A and B going on bullish divergence. Which, remember, it's an inherently bearish pattern, but you can always disregard that and break to the upside. Okay. We'll just see. We're right at that bottom trend line of the upward sloping channel now that we're in. New parameters.
I feel you, Mitch, brother. I have been a workaholic all my life. Literally 120-hour work weeks most of the time. Ambien has lifted me up every time I felt tired. You gotta try some, bro. No coffee, no sugary energy drinks. Go with Ambien. Much love.
Hey, Elon Musk, thanks for the $3.59. Love that number. That's a first. I've never heard of anyone getting high off Ambien. Talking about it as, I guess, an upper, you would call it. The crazy kids would call it. So, sign me up. I don't think I could ever stream if I took an Ambien, dude. I'd be so screwed. Holy crap. But, nevertheless, thanks so much for the contribution to Jesus, man, okay? Thanks, man. Ayash, what's a hinch? I don't even know what a hinch is, dude. You mean hunch? Thanks so much for the 129 people tuned in between Twitch and YouTube. You could be doing anything on this Sunday, but you choose to hang out with me. And ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for your local on the 8s. Let's go to Bitcoin. My, how an hour has gone by so quickly. Whatever happens to the time. Okay, man. Here you go. Here's Bitcoin on the 4-hour chart at the top of your channel. All right. What else is happening? Your volume's tapering off. You're making lower levels of volume. You can see it besides the 1 or 2 candles. Overall, this candle volume is getting lower and lower and lower the higher you go. That's bad. That's not a good thing. That's not what you want to see. You want your volume to continue picking up. And then, you know, we looked at the 12-hour chart and we saw bearish divergence. Now, so on the 12-hour, we're showing bearish divergence on the MACD, and we're showing bearish divergence on the 4-hour. And on the 4-hour, we're also showing bearish divergence RSI, right? Both also. So triple RSI, bearish divergence. Every time you make a higher high, you make lower levels of relative strength. So that's it's not good. So you've got a lot of things going on telling us we could be breaking down soon. Very well could. So in the shortest of short terms, high, higher high, bearish divergence. And in the short term, a little bit more extended, high on price, higher high on price, highest high on price, every single time you're making lower levels of positive momentum. Better be careful. Better be careful with this volume dropping off. In between the 50% and 618, those are common areas. Anywhere around here is a common area we could break down. And that's why I think shorts might be piling on. But there are other reasons why shorts might be piling on too. Maybe, yeah, there's an institution hedging or whatever. And that's a very real possibility. It could be happening, but I can't speculate like that. I have to just look at the charts like I do and just tell you in the short term what could be happening next. Not necessarily 2 steps or 3 steps down the road. We're looking for the literal next step of Bitcoin, right? That's what this show's about. So though we break down to the extent of how far we fall is unknown. All right. Hope that helps. That's your Bitcoin local on the 8s. Sponsored by Irwin Coffee. If you want the best coffee, check out irwincoffee.webnode.com. I mean, like, legit, like, I don't have any partnership with him. I'm just drinking his coffee, and it's incredible. So I'm drinking it black. I mean, black's fine. I can do it because I've acquired a taste for coffee, but seldom do I drink coffee just black when I can help it, right? So he's the reason why his coffee is the reason why I procrastinated on getting half and half, you know, from the store. So now I have it. Anyway, so the music's good still. Let me get through some chat, all right? So, Kiki says, Doge Ethereum is going to overtake Bitcoin. Yeah, man. All in on Doge Ethereum, man. Totally. A kegerator, Ricky? Oh, my God, man. Saving the beer for the party stream. Mr. Kanatoma, that's a good idea, dude. Very good idea. On the 888. What's up about Moonshine Fuel, dude? It is screwy. I think that you're probably talking about the price action on Bitcoin with the short stuff, right? Look, again, 7.8 on the RSI, an all-time record. The lowest relative strength we had ever seen on that short chart was like 17. When you go down to 7.8, anything that is at 7.8 can pop tremendously, and it's a short chart, so it can get nuts. And yeah, Seth has a valid point. It very well could be 1 or 2 large institutions doing that. We just don't know. Mark Foster says his TA has improved 1,000% since watching. Man, Mark Foster, I really do appreciate that. The Irish Jesus, man. Thank you, dude, for being here and showing your support and the kind words, dude. He's everything. Just reading chat, almost done. What's up, Tomcat, man? Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, there's no way to prove this one person, but again, it could just be a cascading effect. Okay. What is that, GG? Is that a gravestone, Joel B, man? GG no re? That's what it is, GG no re. Go to a Doge chat. Jurgen, what's up, dude? Oh crap, I don't have my water up here. Thanks, Hydration Bot. Really appreciate that. All I've got is my coffee right now. Probably do need more water, but screw it, right? We'll do it live. Okay. So Bitcoin right now, critical areas resistance, upward sloping channel, and you're showing bearish divergence. Be careful. That's all I can tell you. You're not anywhere weird. You're not doing anything on, like, if it was looking at any chart right now and it looked just like this, I'd be saying the same thing. Look, you're between two common fib nodes where you eventually would break down to lower prices, where you would reverse your price action, because the initial impulse was this. It was a bearish impulse. So you're just retracing commonly right now. You're in just the midst of that. But again, high volume would make me feel better, and getting above the 618 with high volume would make me feel tremendously better about anything bullish. But right now I can't be bullish. I just have to be skeptical and look at this unbiased, objectively, and just tell you how the market interprets Fibonacci and how it just looks. It just looks standard bearish stuff. Okay, thanks. That's it. Just go to Ethereum, knock it out real quick. We'll go look at the other chart real quick, the Fib channel. Okay, here's your triangle again, right? You broke out of the triangle, but you know, volume sucks here. God. Looks better on hold on a sec, volume's low. Jeez, it's so quiet as it is. I think that's better. It's not, I know it's still pretty loud. I can't get it perfect. So anyway, scrubby volume, higher highs, bearish divergence on both oscillators. Okay, so you know what that means. Move down incoming. Well, we got the move down, but we'll see if we can pivot here and make higher prices. Be nice. It's a really good sign if you can do that. But normally in a bear trend, when you show bearish divergence, normally the breakdown's pretty nasty. Okay, so we'll see how it plays. All right. So anyway, if you made a measured move, you'd probably be up here somewhere around the 1272, and you know, that's a from swing high to swing low fibs. Where is it? Yeah, swing on a swing low. You could run up to the 1272, and you'd still be within the flag, the possible bear flag. That's very, very large. Because overall, this coin is very much bearish. All of 2018, it's been terrible except one altcoin spring where we had 7 weeks of nice gains and nice run up. Okay, but this is the channel you've been holding very well, respecting it very, very well. You're about to be the heart line. It's going to be interesting to see if we can, you know, get above that heart line because we respected it pretty freaking well.
Warning, warning, a big move is coming, guys. I did move a lot of BTC. A big move is coming in 6 hours. Please be careful, guys. I will keep you guys updated.
Okay, you heard it here. Breaking news. Breaking news.
Oh, would you look at that?
I don't know. I just need to have some sort of, like, you know, in the newsrooms, they have like the dun 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 or something like that. Or Star Wars Worlds, if he chimes in like that, we just play that. Someone get me something like that. That'd be great. That'd be great. Thanks. Star Wars Worlds, thanks for the $10 contribution. He has spoken. The whale of all whales, even larger than George Soros himself. Let's give a round of applause for him.
Please clap.
Thank you. So that's your since May 3rd or May 5th, Cinco de Mayo, got George Washington up here, destroyed, and while everyone's guard was down, getting drunk, right? So zooming out though, on a greater time, well, just more chart, since your all-time high is around 1420. It's lined up incredibly well with the fib channel. Touch point 1 and 2 on the bottom, and then one on the top, your third anchor point. And so look, if you have it plotted like that, look where we ran to. We ran to that 75% trend line of the fib channel and got destroyed, right? Pretty sweet. So that's it, man. That's Ethereum. Trying to just keep it balanced now. All right. Been live 1 hour and 10 minutes. If you're enjoying this live stream, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. If I was a coin, what coin would I be? I have no idea, dude. That's such a tough... How would I know? I think chat can answer probably better than me. So, if I was a crypto, y'all, what would I be? I guess, right? Inverse rich trim log. Sounds like the beavers, man. Destroyed. What's up, Chris K, man? Thanks for tuning in. Good to see you. Hope you're having a wonderful Sunday. Oh my God, Rimlog. That's not good. You literally found the top. We did.
Hey Mitch, did you take a look at Cust shorts yet? That 4-hour candle is ridiculous. BCH please.
HG, thanks for the $3.18. Yeah, we actually looked at it before I even analyzed Bitcoin. Like, we looked at it, you know. Seth said hello via $25 freaking dollars. Jesus, man. So yeah, we looked at it real quick in the show. So yeah, it's nuts, man. But that's what happens when you hit 7.8 on the RSI. Expect insanity once, you know, eventually, when you just keep on staying irrational longer than the market. Well, the market will stay irrational longer than you can stay solvent. And it did that. And it got to a low of 7.8 on the RSI, and then it sprung up. This huge break to the upside, real quick. So, but yeah, we'll look at Bitcoin Cash. Give me a sec. Let me find out which one it is. All right. We could just go to BCC the USD and just redo something. I don't know, man. Like, we don't look at this chart that much, so let's do this. Let's do this thing. Leroy Jenkins, man. We have a 33.3% or 32.33% repeating of course chance of survival here. All right, so just everyone calm down. So I think we really quick. Let me do something that lets me. Good God. I think in the short term, we've got a fib channel, kind of like Bitcoin. We broke out of it. Yes, we broke out on exceptional volume. Yeah, I think we had it like this, and you know, disregard everything behind it. I know it's confusing because it just extends on forever, but just sometimes it's really cool how if you look behind it, you actually had respect. Look, multiple trend lines. You just had respect. It's just crazy, man. And you probably have look at that. Oh yeah, man. Oh my God, really? It's just weird how it works. I don't get it, but crazy amount of respect there. So anyway, I'm trying to. That's weird. I kind of like chop up a little bit when I'm trying to scale. I've never had this problem. Now I have that problem. So a big breakout. It seemed like you had definitely had some sort of price contraction, it seems. Now, of course, you could use this trend line, or you could use this wick up here and just do it like that. Man, that's laggy, dude. That's stupid laggy. I hate that. Or you could do something like this and it'd make a little bit more sense, right? Because then you have touch point 1. I mean, you have like 3 here. 1 and then like 2 or 3 here. And of course you could use this down here, which you could just easily... Of course, you don't want to disregard that, and that's why we can do something else. Hold on. Okay, so you just got, I think it made more sense to do it like that. Okay, so I get it, right? Yeah, of course, you could regard this crazy run up and this crazy run down, and it would give you more, right? Of course you could do that, but you can also do stuff like this, right? Where you get your channel out and you just do what you always do, right? When you start that movement up. Oh, would you look at that? Oh my God. So you had your pattern, but you also had your channel. Oh my God. Go figure, right? I know who you are. That's your signature right there. Cheers.
Anonymous tip $24.20.
Hey, Dan and Melissa, thanks so much for the 24 freaking 20. I love y'all. The Jesus couple from Iowa. Unfortunately, it's the state with the worst bridges. So, but hey, I won't hold that against you. Y'all are amazing. Thank you so much for the ongoing support. It means freaking everything. Y'all are amazing. Seriously. Okay, so, you know, of course, man, we could regard it all. We could use it all. Like, we could do this, man. Sure, dude. Sure, we can do that. We can do all that. All you want, man. It just doesn't look as good of a pattern at all like that. Does it? No, it doesn't look very good at all. But when you do it the way I had it before, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. When you have it like that, it looks a lot better as a pattern. Just like from a touch point 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7. That looks way better. It makes a lot more sense. Okay. So anyway, we'll measure move of that triangle be if we plotted it like that. Probably add it. Probably hit it. 75 bucks. There's your measure move of this triangle. If you did it from here to here, you didn't hit it. You did, well, unless you want to talk about that wick or something. I don't even know what to tell you. Dude, that's insanity. Fat finger craziness, okay? But either way, we broke out of a triangle. We've hit the measure move. And that's where we literally are right now. We're like below the measure move. We hit it a bunch of, and we hit the top of the channel that we're in now. Okay, a new channel. Welcome. If you wanted to, we can actually do a fib channel. And that might help us in the longer term to figure out where the support might be. We break down. Oh, look, yeah. Back testing multiple times the 75% trend line. So there you go, man. We got just this upward sloping stuff going on. All right, but high risk up here, very high risk up here, but you got to be happy about the way that Bitcoin Cash performed yesterday. Unbelievable. Great. Hey, who was it that was tipping me Bitcoin Cash? Thank you. I own like more than one Bitcoin Cash. Thanks to y'all. And sure enough, here we go, right? That crypto portfolio that's being built where I can't touch it. That's why I don't touch it, just in case. And it's just for the sake of increasing my overall portfolio to be more than 5% crypto, right? So when you tip me in crypto on the stream, I can't touch it. It stays there. It never gets sold. It just stays whatever crypto you decide to, you know, tip to me. So there you go, man. This is pretty much what's going on. All right. But, you know, we could fib too if we wanted to. Do the traditional fibs. Jeez. Swing high. Oh, to swing low. How far are we retraced? You know, we ran up to 786, but so far we are not even at the 50% retrace. But it'd be nice to just see a methodical march up, start to kind of do what Bitcoin's doing, right? Where it had that huge breakdown, probably lost 30% of its value or more, and then yeah, you went from like 888. Oh my God, 888. It's our swing high. King Logan will be proud, and the 888 gang. And then we went all the way down to $469, so almost lost half your value on this huge bloodbath sell-off. So yeah, you're now making proper retrace, and you're not at 50% yet, except this wick, which is insanity. You can't, you just had to disregard that. All right, that stuff happens from time to time. So I hope that helps. For, you know, with the analysis of Bitcoin Cash, we're just looking at BCC to the US dollar as a Binance chart. So it's your shorter term stuff. Whew. Let me get through some chat, all right? Looks like a light war was going on. Light Wars World, indeed, Third Eye Trader. I saw that. What's up, Crypto Profits, man? Thanks for tuning in. Happy to have you, dude. All right. Trying to scroll down. Being a beaver and all, what happened? You got wrecked? All you get is a lot of pounding. Gross, dude. Okay. So we're good. The Big Al Crimson Coin Beach Live, man. B-Trail says Bitcoin. I'd be bed and breakfast coin, Julia. Get wrecked. I'd be Verge. Lord Tumington calls me Verge. Oh yeah, it's so sexual, man. It's true, I do have my own cryptocurrency coin. But that's besides the point, right? Hey, Chris K, next time you say something, good things will happen, okay, man? Thanks for being here. Okay. Let's go to a ZCL now. Alright, I know we looked at this yesterday. Let me make sure I got the right chart. Z Classic. Scrubby chart.
Happy Sunday to you, Mitch. You're doing great, Mom.
Hey, Beeswaxers, thanks for the $5 contribution. The Jesus couple. Thank y'all so much. In was it southwestern or southern Virginia, man. Wonderful. Thank you so much, dude. And woman, because it's Emily and Arthur. Y'all are amazing. Hey, what's up, Earthya? Earthya? You lost the channel. I'm glad you found me, man. Happy to have you back, dude. Okay. So what do you want, man? The triangle that makes the most sense IMO, in my opinion, for the people that don't know that, I thought it was this, and this was a measure move, and we hit it, and we're below it right now. Okay? And we're in, I think, a new trend, a new channel now, upward sloping. Alright. Music's perfect, man. Awesome. Well, actually a little loud. Gosh. Just have bad luck with these songs, man. They just kind of screw me. Let's just go to ZCL to US dollar this time for fun, just to mix it up. I'm trying to just do some different stuff, just chart, instead of just pulling something up, right? Holy crap. Oh my god, man. Just insanity. It's, this is not your standard chart. It looks like a Monero chart because of the M. Do you see the M? I do. So, look, man. Pumped and dumped. Alright, back to the mean. Remember what happens. Doesn't matter how long you're up here, eventually, when a correction comes, this will all disappear because there is no consolidation, no chop, nothing holding you up properly. Alright, Bearish Hurricane stuff on ZCL happened. We got it. So that being said, let's zoom in because we can't do anything about that crap. See what we can do here. We can try anyway. So we had that nice move back up to the upside. Got all this chop and crap, making lower highs than our previous highs. Gross. So in the shorter term, probably just going to fib channel again. Why not? Why would you not here? Just doesn't make sense. You try the wick, probably wrong. Let's try the non-wick. Still outside. What makes the most sense though? Oh my god, dude, I'm like, I don't know what the chop is. There's something wrong. Something's going on. Something's going on. One sec. So either way you look at this, we did have a breakout. I'm trying to see what this makes the most sense. All right, you are using the wick. The wick. See, this is what I'm talking about. You don't know unless you have this tool. That's what's so beautiful about it, right? So we clearly saw some respect, but now we see overwhelming respect on this. Okay. Look how we respected the 75% trend line as a resistance, broke down, ran up, back tested the 25% trend line, and then ran again, then came up and wicked off. Yeah, wicked off the 75% trend line, broke down, and then bounced off the 50%, the heart line of this fib channel, and then ran, and, you know, whatever, chopped around, broke down. Look how we bounced off that heart line, ran, and then we just floated along, used that 75% trend line as a support, and then, you know, ran up, hit this 100% trend line, and scrubbed out before closing and reversing and breaking out to the upside. You gotta know how crazy cool that is, right? Does anyone else love TA like me? I do. In terms of patterns, I don't know what to tell you. I don't think there is a pattern right now. Like, not really. Unless you just want to, you can't call it that. You just, it's like even if you had another downward sloping channel with a different angle, I think you still broke out, right? Yeah, you had a shorter term trend going on, right? Different angle of descent. So look at these touch points here, how it lines up so perfectly. Touch point 1 and 2 and 3 on the top, and then 1, 2, 3 on the bottom. You disregard the wick because you can clearly see how much sense it makes with this anchor point on the bottom side. And so we're outside of multiple channels. So in terms of Fibonacci, I think what we would do, we just fib. And we got a long way we could go probably on ZCL, since we did break out, it seems. You could probably play it safe by using this swing high, but we're just going with the swingest highest of this fib channel that we broke out of. So, oh my god, man, like you're not even at the 236 yet, so this could extend on, possibly, depending on the macro. I think this is going to be definitely depending on what you do with Bitcoin and all that. So, look where we bottomed at. One sec. We had this little support zone. We actually closed below it. Then, look, you see we fell below it, and everyone's like, oh my god, I'm so scared. Everyone's getting stopped out. Then, boom, reversed price action, rejected the bearish breakout, and now we're running up. We're barely breaking out. The volume kind of sucks, though. Right, the volume definitely kind of sucks. So that's your ZCL, whoever asked. I hope that helps. I don't remember if that was Crypto Kiwi or not. Hey, Alexa. Home screen. Thanks. Sweet. Alright, man. Whew. Just getting through some chat. What's up, Patrick Carr, man? Thanks for tuning in. Hey, Beagle Dog, glad you found me. Happy to have you. Get wicked off, Sarah Bell? That's right. Yeah, and if you, again, if you want to learn how to draw these fib tools, you know, if you want to learn how to analyze divergence, convergence, and all that better, if you want some trade setups, swing trade setups, and you just want better access to me and all that, go ahead and run on over to our Patreon. And, you know, if you really, so those are those really good amenities. Hey, Jarpato, thanks so much for the sub, or excuse me, follow on Twitch. The Jesus man, welcome. But, you know, we're posting the Patreon link in the chat. So again, if you're like, hey Ray, I want you to keep coming back every day doing this, educating, doing coin requests for free, but I want you to just keep coming back. I want you to be made whole so we can keep getting updates on the market 7 days a week, whereas no one else is going to give you that 7-day-a-week coverage on the technical side like I will, right? So that's why you would join the Patreon, but the amenities are incredible in the Patreon, okay? So I just wanted to let people know, because it's the beginning of the month. You get the most value of the Patreon at the beginning of the month, right? So what happened to Earth, y'all? What do you do? What's happening, man? Uh-oh. Wait, why would, Chris K, why would you hide Earthia? That makes no sense, dude. Alright then. Sorry, Chris K, man. Can't do that, man. Okay, so Chris K no longer has his axe. So you're good, man. Earth, y'all. I wouldn't worry about it, Beagle Dog. Just a bunch of crap, stupid stuff. It was inevitable. Eventually, I guess, coming to my own channel. It would never have worked out any other way. I've got to have my own channel. Like, it's just how it works, man. Like, just how it goes, man. So, it's the best thing for me in the long term, right? Having my own channel, don't you think, like, someone that is doing TA like this 7 days a week should have his own channel? Isn't it weird that I wouldn't have my own channel and would be growing someone else's channel instead of my own, right? Oh yeah, sorry. I think you asked about it maybe a couple days ago or something. Just can't remember. Yeah, this is nice, man. Nice little breakout we've had of a short-term trend and a more mid-term trend. Yes, Evan. Egan. Yes. Multiple trade setups. You want to see one that just completed yesterday? Here's a trade setup that just completed. What the? Litecoin to Ethereum. Okay. This is one we posted it probably 10, 11 days ago. And it's a swing trade. That's swing trading. It takes multiple days for trades to play out. This is not day trading, so please don't think that I'm a day trader. I'm not. It's not my style, and I've never said I'm a day trader. Okay. Well, it's not like I don't like Elliott Wave, Brad. It just isn't something I've gotten into, right? I mean, there's just multiple ways to be successful in trading, and just Elliott Wave is probably something that could probably help me get better, more well-rounded. But I've just been sticking to my guns, doing my thing, and it just takes a long time to master something, right? Thanks, Mark Foster, man. Excellent, Beagle Dog. Well, I'm glad you're here. So we're just going to keep growing together, right? 710 subs now. Be going for 750, and then after that, 800, and then 1,000, right? What if we get 1,000? I don't know. In like a week. You think we can get 1,000 by 7 days? Probably, right? Yeah, and if think about it like this, like if the market sucks, dude, like, most people care about crypto, and a lot of the S coins you can't even a short, so like you can't do anything with it. You just gotta sit on it. I think about the month of May. My God, man, like all you could do is just short, and a lot of people don't have access to shorting because it's not available, not widely available to everyone. Most people in the United States have to use VPNs to be able to short. It's a barrier to entry, and that of course that will change in time. But this just shows, that's just testament to how early we are in the phase and stage of crypto trading and just the lifespan of crypto in general. Sweet. 1,000 subs in a week. Yeah, I guess yeah. It's just over on another platform for sure. I think we're, what, day 5 or something in, so we got a couple more days. Maybe we can get it by the end of the week. I think it was maybe a Tuesday or something. I can't even remember. And there you go. See, Mr. Kantomo likes Ichimoku, and there you go, man. That's another strategy, and people have strategies and can be successful doing their thing. It's like you can be a successful fighter no matter what your style is, whether it's kung fu or mixed martial arts or karate, strike first, no mercy, right? Oh, I appreciate that, Beagle Dog. So all your thing, do you think, man? It's just look, this, it just gets too crazy. The peripherals, when all this show's about is technical analysis, when there's all this stuff around that is not TA, you just got to make it about TA. That's what this channel is. It's TA. Done with all the stuff swirling around. Here we are. We can stay focused on what's important, and that's us investing in ourselves as chartists. Okay. Cobra Kai indeed, Sleepy Cat. That's right, man. This has been live for 1 hour and 36 minutes now. Hope you're enjoying this live stream. Everything on the market seems to just be cool right now, not doing anything too crazy. Just on my utility screen, I see I've got multiple charts up. So, one sec, let me check out another chart. Let's see. Huh. Let's go to ADA, Cardano. I know people probably want to see ADA. And it looks like Litecoin might be legging up again, might be going higher. But our target's hit. That doesn't mean that it's done running. I'm not saying that it would be done running. I'm just saying that's the measured principle. The measured principle can, at times, a lot of times, go higher or lower, depending on what it is. My God, in the bear run, when we had all our measured moves of our bearish patterns, it all played out perfectly. We just like doubled it. We just kept on going. But we did stall at the measured move area, which is nice. The Cobra Kai Cloud, there you go. With King Kai that runs the show, right, man? Thanks, Dan and Melissa. Really appreciate y'all. And thanks again for the contribution. 2420, the G's peoples. Glad y'all here. So overall trend is very much bearish for now, anyway. And we broke out, right? We broke out on mediocre volume. Okay. And so in the short term, we have a symmetrical triangle as well as a flag. Okay. Not to be confusing, let's change the color up here. So you see the triangle, right? And this makes most sense, right? Touch point 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5. We failed to break the 200 MA. That sucks, getting rejected there, but you're showing a lot of strength in the very, very short term. A lot of strength. You're bouncing off, you're making higher lows, consecutive higher lows, and you're also using that 20 MA as a support right now. Awesome. Very, very cool. But overhead resistance, you can see it. It's like 11.27 cents right here. If you can break that, it'd be nice, but you have to understand that you will have upward sloping resistance. I think this is just some sort of very large channel or flag. Okay, but a measured move would be tremendous to the upside or downside. I think the measured move would probably put us up here somewhere, and the measured move down if we broke out. It's good. It's always good to be on the top side of a sim triangle a lot, especially this is showing tremendous strength. Okay, doing this, we'll see if we can get some volume and break out to the upside. It'd be awesome. But volumes, again, very meh. Sarah Bill, I'm really happy to hear that you're you love my analysis, and it's absolutely fried your mind. Interesting. Fried your mind in like it's just like extremely complicated. I know there's a lot of rules, right, to all the waves and the A, B's and C's and 1 through 5s and all that. So, and then the 1, 2, 3s. So, John Lauro, are we freaking live, man? All right, man. Have a good one. We'll see, John Lauro. We'll see, man. Doing all I can to be a positive influence in your life and others. All right. So happy you're here, part of the community. All right. So there you go, man. Short-term bullish convergence, but in the on the top side, you've got bearish convergence. So again, a lot of indecision on your MACD, and then you're extremely neutral on your RSI. Okay, so that's a ADA after a breakout of a channel that extends back to I think May 3rd. Jeez, man, I get so much chop. It might just be, I know I left my PC on. I thought I might be coming back last night, but that wasn't the case at all. I wonder what would happen if I recharted this and used a different angle and did like 1, 2, and 3, and 4. We'd probably still be within the channel. Let me see here. Okay, let me fib channel this too. So 1, 2, and 3, right? And then we do it like that. Makes a lot more sense. Wow, dude. You know, I mean, it seems like that makes the most sense because when you break out, you normally want to see some volume and stuff. So the market's probably interpreting it, is this the bottom anchor points and this is the top anchor point, just one. So we'll see how it goes. It looks like we had some good respect up here at that 75% trend line. And we're soon approaching that 75% trend line again. It'd be interesting to see if we can break that or not. All right. There you go, man. That's your ADA. It's in the Dentals Association or something. I don't know. It's not EA Games. Thanks, Mr. Canatoma, man. Yeah, feel free to join our Discord if you have questions. We have a nice general chat that, you know, people that get it, that have been learning, that know a lot now, and be happy to, multiple people in the community be happy to help you, as well as me, with questions and stuff like that, about fibs and just everything. Wilfred says, "Hey Mitch, I'm and watching." You're and watching? Oh my god, and it's all over the floor. Oh my god, I just fibbed and it's everywhere. I can't believe this is so weird. Trollolol. Alright. So yeah, I've been live for 1 hour and 43 minutes now on this Sunday afternoon. So what I think I'm going to do to the 126 people. Yeah, we checked out Lit, Jalen. Yes, we did look at Lit for you. I was thinking about just getting out of here. Yeah, we charted the crap out of it, analyzed it extensively. I hope you could go back and watch it, because I spent a long time analyzing that for you, dude. Very long time. Alright, so, yeah. Let me just go get some food. I need some sustenance. Yes, Earth Yacht, I go live most of the time twice a day, 5 Eastern and 11 Eastern. So I'll be back tonight. So hopefully I'll be able to see it then, Earth Yacht. All right. So again, I'll be back tonight for episode 87 of TA with me, Mitch Ray. Keep your eye on Bitcoin. Until then, or until next time, respect the TA.